and he said,
sorry.
There was poo as far as the eye could see, up the walls, up the cupboard.
Hi, Big Black Bible.
We're Ryan and Tia from Ramped Up Travels.
I'm Ryan, I'm 32. I was born in Wagga Wagga, New South Wales, and I moved to Maitland when I was about 7 years old. I'm an auto electrician. I've been doing that now for 15 years, and that's gone bloody quick.
Yeah. I'm Tia, I'm 30. I'm originally from Maitland, New South Wales. I grew up there, and I've been a hairdresser for almost 10 years now. And together we share a little boy. His name's Kobe, and he's almost 3 years old. Currently we are 6 months into our big lap of Australia. We don't have an end date yet.
Not yet.
No, yeah. But
hoping for another 18 months.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Yeah.
Maybe longer, maybe hopefully 5 years.
Fingers
crossed.
Yeah. We'll just go straight into the questions. So why did we decide to do a big lap?
It's been a dream of ours for the last probably 3 years. Just seeing people do it on social media, watching YouTube, magazines and books, like all these amazing places around Australia that we can go and see.
Yeah.
And we also wanted to do it before Kobe started school, or before he got right into school. Like, we didn't want to do it when he was in year 7 or in year 8, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think we wanted to do it while he was little.
While he was younger.
Yeah.
And if we decide to have another baby, we wanted to sort of start it by then as well.
Yeah. What was your life like before the big lap? So I think it was pretty repetitive. Like, Ryan was, came from working the mines to working in a workshop, and he would work Monday to Thursday, and then I would work Friday and Saturday. Yeah, we'd only really see each other on a Sunday, so we kind of wanted to break free from that, 9 to 5
thing. So, I was in the mines for 6.5 years, so all the different rosters I'd done up there.
It's full on.
Yeah, it was quite full on, and then, you do a 12-hour shift, or 12.5-hour shift, and have to drive an hour to an hour and a half to work and home. So it was quite full on, 100%.
Yeah. And, we've both been in our industries since we were, 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, I think I started my trade when I was 16.
Yeah, and we just needed a break. We needed something different. We needed a change, I think, in life. And
it was definitely one of the best things we've done.
Yeah, definitely. How did you prepare for the big lap? What things did you need to do before you left? So we started planning about 12 months before we left. We were sitting in our back shed.
I had the fire going in the shed, having a few drinks, and just went, you know what, let's just do it.
Yeah, we were over work. We were over doing the same stuff every day.
I think we spoke about it for like 3 years. Like, it'd be unreal to do this one day. It'd be unreal to do this. It'd be unreal to do that. It's like, and then one afternoon we're like, you know what? Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's sort out a date. Let's sort everything out that we needed to get ready, and let's just hit it.
Made a bit of a plan. We made a plan to rent out a house. Made a plan of where all our stuff would go, how we would cover the costs of our house and whatnot. And then it's kind of all went from there.
Yeah, we sold Tia's new RAV4. Well, I was only a couple of years old, so I sold the RAV4, finished renovating our house to be able to rent it out.
Yeah. At the time, we had a little pop-top Jayco Caravan, so we made the decision to upgrade, just so that we could have a bit more space if we were going to be in the van for such a long period of time. Yeah. So we ended up doing that as well.
So we went from a 16-foot Jayco, which was quite crampy, but it was good for weekends away and weeks away, but not to obviously do a lap in.
Yeah. So our setup. So we have a 21'6" semi off-road double bunk leader caravan. I'm gonna let Ryan tell you the rest of the stuff.
So what I've done in the van is put a 450 amp custom lithium battery. I've also put 1260 watts of solar on the roof. Beg your pardon, with 2 solar regulators, a DC to DC charger, which we also plug in our iTech World 300 watt solar blanket into that as well. We've only got a 180 litre fridge by Dometic, but we've upgraded that to the compressor fridge only, so no gas, but it does have 240. We also upgraded the air conditioner to a Dometic Ibis 4, so we can run that off the inverter as well. So this was one that we were so unsure about, was the off-road suspension. So we actually went with a 4-inch chassis riser instead of the off-road suspension and just got roller rocker suspension. One, because we were so unsure, and two, it was out of our price range.
Yeah, just didn't work into the budget.
Yeah, it was quite a bit more expensive.
Yeah, and for what we wanted to do, we kind of didn't feel like we really needed it, so yeah, we just kind of opted out.
And one of your favourite ones was the instantaneous hot water, just gas.
Yeah, need me long hot showers.
Yeah,
needs to happen.
So that was another good upgrade on that. So we've got a 2015 dual cab Ford Ranger PX1. That's our tow vehicle. With that, we've done the 3.5 ton GVM upgrade, and we've also had to do the 6.6 ton GCM upgrade. We've got 32-inch Maxxis Razor tyres on there. We've put an aluminium tray and canopy on it, and I've left about 400mm at the back and put tray sides around it, and that's actually been really good for throwing in firewood, rubbish, kids'
dirty
toys,
cans, just anything that you don't want to put in the van or in the car.
Anything from the beach is good too, with sand all over it, just throw in the back.
Yeah, chuck it in.
I've put a 100 amp lithium battery in there as well, just to run the fridge, the lights, and a small inverter just to charge my drill batteries, which is quite handy. I've put a 200 watt solar panel on the roof to keep that charged up, and obviously the DC-DC charger as well. What I've done before we left is I've put a large drawer, I think it's probably 900 wide, and that's got all electrical equipment, so fuses, fuse holders, the trailer plug, the Anderson plugs, all that sort of stuff in there as well. No platform on the car, we used to throw in the swag on there and the gazebo, which we don't no longer need, but it's still handy for the shovel and max tracks and stuff.
Still good to have, yeah.
And another good thing we threw on before we left is the Dachi 270 awning, which we've only used a handful of times, but it's been bloody great having it.
Yeah, if you're going over the beach and you're going to spend the day there and you don't want to take your little cabana or beach umbrella or something, and you can drive on the beach, perfect, absolutely perfect for that.
Definitely it's great.
Yeah. How did you choose the right setup for you? So for us, it really came down to value for money. Like we couldn't afford a $200,000 Caravan. We had a budget and it did kind of blow out a little bit for what we wanted. So we went with our leader Caravan, and they had, they were the right price. They included everything that we needed. We liked the colours. They were really good to deal with.
The layout, that was another win too.
Yeah, the layout.
It was just so spacious, we found.
Yeah, and they're also local to us. So Heatherbury Leader's only 20 minutes from us, so it was good to just be able to go local as well.
And we thought everything we've needed is sort of included in it.
Yeah, and our car was able to tow it as well, which was really important. Yeah, for us.
Oh, now we've done the upgrade.
Now we've done the upgrade. Now we've spent the money on the upgrades, but yeah, it was really just a value for money thing. I think was the big decision.
I think that was a winner, value for money, and what it included.
Yeah,
100%.
Is there anything you'd change about your setup if you were starting again?
Maybe a couple of little things.
Minor things.
The oven, we'd pull the oven out because we've only used it once and it doesn't work for us. So we'd rather have a large drawer or two large drawers, one for the coffee machine and two for the air fryer.
Air fryer, yeah.
Which you love.
Yeah, I love my air fryer.
So you got to have that protected.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing we would change, if we were starting again, we'd get a boat.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get a boat, I reckon. If you're going to do
my word.
Western Australia, like the Ningaloo, and if you can, if it works in your weights and stuff, if you can get a rooftop tinny.
You need a boat.
You need a boat.
You don't need one, but that's something.
But you do need one.
Yeah.
You
don't need one, but you need one.
Yeah. What kind of camps do you stay at and why?
So that's a good question too, actually. We stay at a wide range.
We aren't picky.
No.
We're not picky.
No. We stay at ones from free camps, farm stays, caravan parks,
your low cost
camps, national parks.
Yeah, all of them.
Hip camps, that's another good one.
Yeah, I think it totally depends. Like, we love doing off-grid. Depends on the weather too. Like, if the weather's going to be amazing, like, you want
to get around them beach camps or national park camps.
Yeah, but I think we probably gravitate more towards caravan parks. If we've been off-grid for a week or two, caravan parks are usually, we find, well, not all of them, but some of them are based around, your shopping centres and your Coles and your Woolies, so it's good, I guess, to be able to go stock up and then, you know, have the water available, have a proper shower, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Good showers, top up, do people washing.
Yeah, and we also do get work in caravan parks as well, so
it's always good to stop in at a few of them.
Yeah, but yeah, we're not fussy. We just, if we want to go stay somewhere, that's just what we do.
My favourite would be the beach camps though. That's one of our favourite.
Yeah.
How do you find the best camp? So we find the best camps
through Wiki. And
through Wiki's that's a good one. WikiCamps, we use that a lot.
Yeah.
Word of mouth, that's another great one.
Yeah, talking to other travellers.
Watching
other people on YouTube.
That's number 3, and that's probably our biggest.
Yeah. We follow a lot of, I guess, well-known YouTubers, and we love watching them, and that's how we see where they go, and they show a lot.
They show around the area, so not just the caravan and then out fishing, or the caravan and then driving. They show you a lot around the area and stuff as well. That's our biggest.
Yeah. So what is the best camping spot you've stayed at? We've
got a couple.
Yeah, we get asked this all the time by other people that we meet. Because I think, especially if you're going the opposite way, people like to know where to go. We can never just pick one, I think, because they're all so different. So we've picked a few. So our favourite beach camp would definitely be the Windabandy on the Ningaloo.
That's hands down our best.
Unreal. Yeah, we loved it.
That's at the top of the list.
Yeah, so nice.
That's absolutely amazing there.
Yeah, beautiful.
Station stay.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Ballara
Station.
Ballara has a special place in our heart. Ballara Station does. Just outside of Exmouth in Western Australia.
We actually went there 3 times over about a month and a half, so
yeah.
Couldn't get away from the place.
I know. The staff make it.
They're
beautiful. The owners are beautiful. The food's amazing. Like, you're close to Exmouth. Yeah, it's amazing. Free camp, James Price Point was good.
Yeah, once again, that's another beach camp, or you can actually camp on top of the cliffs there and overlook the ocean.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. The colours there. And it's only probably about an hour north of Broome, so it's not quite far.
Yeah, well, we actually went into Broome from there.
For the day.
Yeah, so it's doable, definitely doable.
But yeah, that's probably the best free camp we've seen so far on our trip.
Caravan parks, an oldie but a goodie. We've been going to this one for years. We found this, I think, after we first met. Woolgoolga Beach Caravan Park, just north of Coffs Harbour in New South Wales.
Yeah, that was something we had to do when we left. That was the first caravan park we went to when we left on our trip. It's just a little surfy town sort of thing.
Yeah, close to all your coffee shops.
Yeah,
beach,
takeaway shop. They've
really
got a pub there.
Yeah, such a good place to go and relax.
And it's only a small caravan park too.
Which we liked. We really liked.
Yeah,
that,
it's
actually.
not like a massive one, and it's not fully packed out. Like it's busy and it's always booked out.
Yeah. Okay, is there a piece of advice you can give to future lappers about camps and caravan parks?
Yeah, I might kick off that one. Take other people's advice with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So listen to what they've got to say. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. Everyone's different. So mine is take their advice in, but I suggest go and see it for yourself.
Yeah.
We found that was a massive bit of advice.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we've stayed at some amazing places where we've been told that people
it was garbage.
didn't really rate it.
But I think the weather's got a big play in it.
Yeah.
As well. So we might say, we had not a very good time there, but then we tell other travellers,
could have been raining.
Windy and raining.
Yeah.
Another traveller goes there and they say it's the best spot they've been to. So
yeah, definitely check it out for yourself. One for me was when you go to a caravan park, normally when you get paid for a powered site, you are almost always guaranteed potable water. But just check, because some caravan parks we've found don't provide potable water with their powered sites. And I think that's really important if you're travelling and you need to fill up and you're relying on them to have water. Most of them will have water available, but obviously some you do have to pay. So I think it's something to keep in mind, especially in your budget as well, if they have water available.
Realities of van life.
Yeah, what's something you know now that you didn't before you left?
The only thing we thought we knew, which obviously we didn't, was how quickly you go through water.
Yeah, like we knew that we had our water tanks, and I think 295 litre tanks sounds like a lot, but it's not. You go through it really, really quickly, especially when there's, if there's 3 or 4 of you, it's, chew through it really quickly.
So it's just quick showers, wash up once a day. Sometimes if we're at the beach, I'm happy not to have a shower if we've only been swimming and sitting around. But I also did put a 70-litre water tank under the car, which is good to, if you go in, stock up, grab some food, grab drinks, whatnot. We can always grab some water and bring it back, so which is really handy as well.
Yeah. What's our favourite thing about travelling? Probably meeting like-minded people. People saying that, you know, they're travelling with their families, they're travelling together, you got your grey nomads, but everyone's travelling for the same reason.
Yeah, it's not, oh, we're travelling because we wanted to, sort of, well, that's what it is, but
nobody's travelling because they hate it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
Like, everyone's travelling because they love it. They, you know, they want to experience everything that you want to experience. So I think everyone's travelling for the exact same reason.
So, meeting like-minded people, because that's what we find a lot of them are.
Yeah.
And another good one is, our favourite thing about travelling is going to all these destinations we've seen on YouTube, seen on magazines, seen in books, seen on TV, and getting there going, this is amazing, I can't believe we're at this destination.
Yeah.
Well, we dreamt about this for 3 years now.
Yeah, you're seeing it in real life, not just on screen.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's my biggest one.
Yeah. I mean, van life, everything you thought it would be.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think because we've travelled together for quite a few years, we kind of knew what we were in for. Obviously, having kids changes that a little bit, but I think we kind of knew pretty much what we were in for.
Yeah, the only thing I'd say about that one is when it's like really crappy weather and it's windy, raining, and you've got everyone sort of sitting in the caravan for the day or 2 days, it kind of...
Get a bit of cabin fever.
Yeah, we're sort of like, we knew that was going to happen, obviously, but it's sort of...
Probably, you don't think about being confined in such a small space for such a long period of time with everyone. So it can be full on. Yeah, but like, you know, Kobe, he took a while to adjust, but definitely worth it, I reckon, in the end. Van life myth. It's a myth.
The only thing we thought about when I come up with this one, that you had to be retired or grey nomad as such to go travelling or do a lap. When I think that's not the case. We've met so many young families.
I reckon more young families.
Probably more young families
than
retired people, and a couple as well.
Yeah, definitely. Tell us about a funny or scary time that you can remember being on the road. Well, we're very lucky. We don't have any scary stories as such. We seem to have avoided that. Thank God.
Yeah, but we have heard a lot of them.
We have heard a lot of scary stories. I guess a funny story was, so we have, I guess, an agreement that when I work, Ryan is supposed to watch our child.
Or when I'm doing a job,
Vice
Tia looks after him, just to make it easier for us.
Yeah, so I usually set up, when I do haircuts, I set up right outside the caravan door, and Ryan was meant to be on kid watching duty, and I had been cutting hair all day. Ryan, being the social butterfly that he is, was outside, you know, sussing out people with boats and seeing what boat he could get in on, and fishing trips and stuff.
Seeing how they went fishing and...
Yeah, anyway, I was working, and then I had a moment to pop my head into the van and see what Kobe was doing, make sure he hadn't trashed the place. And to my surprise,
is everything alright in there?
Is everything alright in there? And he said,
sorry.
He goes, sorry, and there was poo as far as the eye could see, up the walls, up the cupboards,
all over the lounge.
Chair. Ryan, totally oblivious to the fact that our child's just had a poo explosion through our caravan. Yeah, it was
good fun.
Oh, yeah.
No, not really, but...
He was on clean-up duty, so...
At the time, it's fun. Like, oh my God, what's happened here? But now we laugh about it all the time.
Oh, God, it was a mess.
That's probably...
Yeah, that was the highest one, yeah. What's an item you couldn't live without? So we picked one each. Mine's my air fryer. I love my air fryer. I'm like hardcore air fryer fan.
Yeah, it's so easy to use.
I'm going to be buried with that thing. We use it so many times a day. We love it. Yours, what's yours?
So I picked a decent tyre pump.
Yeah.
So over the years I've just had cheap ones, and they just die. So I didn't want to be in the middle of nowhere and just have a cheap tyre pump up 2 or 3 tyres, and then it just derates or just dies. So I've actually bought a dual ARB compressor, and I found that amazing. And
we use it all the time. Like, we're constantly airing up and airing down,
letting tyres down.
Up and down constantly.
They're always going up and down. So definitely got to have. That's my pick would be a good tyre deflator.
Yeah. What's the downside of doing a big lap?
we haven't really found a downside as much, but the only thing from us would be we've just missed our family and friends.
Yeah, I think
so that'd be a downside.
Yeah, we're saying that we meet so many people, but I think sometimes it's nice to know that you have friends nearby. And that's probably one thing. Just every now and then, you know, if you've been off grid for a few days and you haven't met anyone and you want to have a beer with your mates and they're just not around, so that's probably...
Yeah, you can't just ring up
downside.
Some family or friends and say, hey, do you just want to pop over for a barbecue?
Yeah.
Or do you want to come around and watch the footy? Like, you sort of can't do it. But we do meet some amazing people and we do have that opportunity to do that.
Yeah, but other than that, we don't really find that there's much of a downside.
No, we absolutely love it.
Yeah, we do. So our budget. What was your financial plan for the big blab? So our plan coming into this was to try and stick to a budget of about $1,000 a week. So we based that off kind of roughly what we spend at home. We definitely spend more at home, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we worked out that if we spend around $1,000 a week, that guaranteed us...
It's about 9 months.
Yeah, minimum 9 months travelling that would get us through. And that's not including working or anything. That was just what we would have from, you know, savings and selling my car and things like that. But we still obviously work and top up our bank accounts.
When we can. We definitely do.
Yeah. So that kind of comes into the next one. How do you afford to travel? So before we left, we had Ryan's Ford Ranger, so our towing vehicle. And I also had my own car. So we actually sold my car to fund a big chunk of our travels. So we probably, I don't know, I reckon that if we hadn't sold my car, we probably wouldn't have been able to go as soon as we did.
Yeah, we would have had to save up a bit more.
Yeah.
Do a bit more work and whatnot. And we also rented our house out too. So we finished renovating that and rented it out. So that pays for itself. So we're quite lucky there. We don't have to come up with any extra money to put towards it each week. So at the moment, it pays for itself.
Yeah, it's one less thing we had to worry about.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. A lot of people we see sell their houses and buy their car and caravan, but for us, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to go, like, if it didn't work out for us, we always wanted to go back home.
Yeah.
So at least when we think it's time to go back home, we've got somewhere to go.
We have our own base, which I think is nice. We also saved really hard. We saved really hard before we left. We, you know, anything that we didn't need, we sold, we saved that money. We didn't go out and spend it because it's something that we really wanted to do. So I think that's also important.
Yeah, we sort of put our mind to it, and it's something we definitely wanted to do. So we just saved every spare $1, $2 we had. Yeah. We put that in a separate account. Fund.
Yeah. And the last thing we do is we work. We work on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that covers a lot of our...
Anywhere we go.
Yeah.
We've always find work.
We try not to ever turn down an opportunity to work because... You know, every $1 that we earn on the road is less that we have to take out of our savings, and it's another week that we get travelling.
Yeah, that's how we look at it.
Yeah.
Which, next question is, what do you do? Yeah, if you work on the road, what do you do?
Yeah.
So I'm an auto electrician, so get work anywhere. I actually find it's high demand travelling around.
Yeah.
If it's a small town you go into, if it's a caravan park, there's always someone that needs a hand or someone that needs something fixed or replaced or fitted.
Yeah, and I'm, obviously, like I said, a hairdresser. So we literally pick up work anywhere we go. Just recently we came from Exmouth and, you know, the hairdressers there are booked out for a month, 2 months in advance. You know, they're just coming off the busy season, so no one can get a haircut, so that's when I come in.
So you actually picked up quite a few haircuts there.
Heaps of work, yeah. It was crazy, so it's definitely a market for what we do. We're very lucky, I think.
Yeah, we're both actually, most of the time, high demand. So quite lucky there with our trades.
Yeah.
Next one is, how much do you spend per week? Give a breakdown. So this is you, I'd say.
Yeah, so like I said, we budgeted $1,000 a week. That was kind of our goal when we came into this. Obviously, sometimes we spend way more, sometimes we spend way less. It just totally depends on where we are, what we need to stock up on, things like that. I find that if we're in like cities, we tend to spend a little bit more just because there's more stuff to buy.
Dan, you're always going, you go to get a loaf of bread or 2 loaves of bread at the cafe and you got to sneak a sausage roll in or a pie.
Yeah.
So we're pretty bad for that, but...
Yeah, so I did a bit of a breakdown for 2 weeks. So one was for a caravan park, RAC in Exmouth. We spent a week there. And the next was a low-cost camp. We did some beach camps there. So week one, so caravan park accommodation. So that was $378. Fuel was $209.90. Groceries were $228.92. Eating out, mostly just bakery foods.
Yeah.
$59.50.
Oh, actually, we got takeaway in one night there.
Would you get
It was
fish
actually
and chips?
takeaway shop. So we haven't had that for quite a long time. So that was our little treat.
Yeah, I don't drink, so this one's on Ryan. Alcohol, $82.20. Both of our phones broken into like a week is $28.50. Starlink, so our internet is $43.50. But that is actually going up, I think, in a month or two, so it will be extra. Our car insurance is $22.55 per week. Our rego, $12.01. And our CTP is $7.95. So that made a weekly total of $964.82. You could easily go over that.
Oh,
especially being in Exmouth, you know, you've got the Wellbone Brewery and things like that. You could easily go in there and spend an extra $100 or $200.
You go out, there's a few cafes and like pubs, so you go out, you can go to one pub, have a few drinks, have a meal. There's easy $100.
Yeah. So our second week, so we went from Boat Harbour on the Ningaloo may have 14 Mile, and we think we may have done a free camp in between there. Accommodation, we spent $170. Fuel, we spent $197.06. We didn't do a lot of driving apart from getting to and from our camps.
Yeah.
Groceries was $205.51. And eating out is $34.20. And alcohol was $64. So that, including, you know, our car and internet and things like that, made a weekly total of $817.90. So a little bit cheaper.
A little bit cheaper, yeah. But
we also didn't need to stock up those weeks, so on things like nappies and fizzy drinks and things like that. So that probably brought it down a little bit.
We had that from a previous few weeks when we were near a Woolies.
So we probably really are probably closer to $250 on groceries. But yeah, when you average it out, it works between $250 on groceries a week.
Yeah,
so,
but that was only the last 2 weeks. So if we looked over a month or 2 months, you know, if you do
slightly different.
Yeah, if you do a lot of driving, but then you do a lot of free camps, you know, it might be a little bit cheaper. Then it depends how far you drive and what you pay for fuel. So it's very different, and depends what car you've got, how big your van is, how much fuel you burn through, you know, and all the rest of it.
But we're pretty confident that we're coming pretty close to our budget most weeks. Yeah.
What do you do to save money whilst travelling? So we try to avoid most of the time the big caravan parks, like when we've got the option to, especially in peak times. So in peak times, that, you know, it almost doubles.
Yeah.
And it's bloody crazy actually. So most of the time we try to find it like a hip camp or a low cost camp or national parks in peak times. As I said, if it's available or close. And
coming back to the cost of caravan parks, like for example, we are heading down to Perth, so we're in Busselton for Christmas. So we booked a week in Busselton at one of the caravan parks, and it's $840 just on accommodation.
And that's a powered site, so powered on water series.
Yeah, but that kind of shows like that's almost our whole budget just for accommodation for that week, which is crazy. Another way we try and save is when we are in the bigger towns where there is a Coles and a Woolies, we do try and stock up on stuff when it's on sale. So we still have a little boy in nappies, and when they're not on sale, they're expensive. So if we don't stock up when they're on sale, then But when we do weeks when we're, you know, on nappies and cartons of Coke and, you know, snacks and stuff,
we all grab it when it's on sale.
Yeah, but that is still, it easily adds an extra $100, $200 onto your shop.
Yeah, but that's what we found. If we like get some fizzy drink, nappies, all your sort of bulk stuff like
chocolate,
cartons of water. Like if we go off grid, we buy 6 cartons of water, say, or 5. It definitely adds another $150.
Yeah,
say on our grocery bill. So
so buying stuff on sale is definitely
that's one of our
Yeah.
Another good one is the fuel app. We use the petrol spy, I think it is.
Yeah.
And try to, you know, only fill up the 2 jerry cans on the back of the van when we're in the town with the cheapest fuel. Yeah,
and we try and plan out too. So if we know we're going to a town where it's 20 cents a litre cheaper, we'll push through and we'll just try and get fuel there.
And then
we'll
top up
when we need to.
Fill the car up in the dearer places, and then when we find the cheaper places, we definitely top up the jerry cans as well.
And also another one actually is our Discovery, our G'day membership. That saves us money on caravan parks.
Yeah, you get I think a 10% off.
Yeah, your flybys, that'll save you fuel. Your everyday rewards, that saves you fuel as well. So I think it's really looking into what's actually going to work out cheapest, because every dollar counts.
We've also got an RAC roadside assistance. So when we do go to an RAC park, we do get a small discount there as well, which all adds up and all helps.
Yeah.
Another one is cutting back on eating out.
Yeah.
So we probably only do it, maybe twice a month, maybe once a month.
Yeah, we can't. Like, well, half the time too, we're in Outback, so we don't really have
Yeah, you're in Outback,
KFC available. Don't
middle
we
of
see
nowhere.
KFC though.
We jump on it. We definitely jump on it. There was
on
one
it.
at Craft and we haven't had it for about 6 months, and we're like, we're definitely going there.
Well,
That's our splurge.
KFC I've ever eaten.
Yeah, you've got to.
Yeah, so that's probably that's our biggest things. I think is saving money.
What is your biggest splurge so far?
Wasn't worth it.
And was it worth it? Sorry.
Yeah, was on our van. The biggest splurge was upgrading the battery system to lithium, and I reckon it was 100% worth it.
Yeah, 100%. That's something I definitely wanted to do before we left, which obviously I've done myself, so I saved a bit of money there. Yeah, definitely worth it. So we can run the air conditioner, coffee machines, microwave.
Yeah.
Your air fryer.
Yeah, my air fryer.
Got to do the air fryer.
Yeah.
So that was definitely 100% worth it. We thought.
Yeah. Is there anything you bought that you don't use as much as you thought, or it wasn't worth the money?
Yes.
Yeah, we have one thing.
The only thing we thought of, we've got the shade walls for the, would you say, side shade wall and end shade walls. We've used them once.
Yeah, for the awning. Yeah.
For the awning, so
yeah.
it's.
I think we've only got it out once, and don't get me wrong, I think they're probably worth the money if you're going to use them regularly, but we haven't really used it.
Yeah, we
haven't
find
needed to.
we stay somewhere for a week.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time, you've got the awning up. You're out of the sun. There's always somewhere out of the sun under a tree or. Yeah, we haven't really used them. So
rare that we've kind of needed to use it, I think.
I still recommend having them, but for us, it's.
We could have gone without.
We probably could have gone without. Yeah, that's something we probably didn't really need.
Yeah. I love this one. What's the biggest advice you can give to future lappers? You don't have to have the biggest, newest, best setup to be able to go travelling.
Yeah, 100% I agree.
Yeah, you can go get a $50 tent, get in your car, just go. You don't, like some stuff, if you're going to do off-grid camping, obviously you need some stuff, but I think you don't have to have, your $300,000 Caravan and your $500,000 truck or whatever they cost.
Yeah,
like, you don't have to have all that stuff, which I think is, you see so many people on social media that have these amazing big setups,
which is absolutely incredible. Like,
it's amazing.
We'd love to have it
yeah.
if you can afford it, but
if you can't afford it and it's not in your budget, just go with what you can go, like what you have. You don't have to have the best of everything.
As T mentioned, just a tent, rooftop tent, somewhere to cook, somewhere out the sun. So come back to like the awnings. Just put a side awning on the car. Have 20-litre water drum, and just go. Just even if it's not a full lap.
And you don't even have to have a four-wheel drive. There's so many places you can get to without a four-wheel drive. Which I think it's a misconception that you have to have a four-wheel drive to do the lap. Which some stuff you do, but a lot of stuff you don't. You can still get into a lot of amazing spots without a four-wheel drive. I think anyway.
Yeah. So you don't need You don't need the best of the best.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
Another one is don't overpack. We overpacked quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got so much stuff we didn't really need.
Yeah.
So much stuff we thought we'd need, and we don't need.
Yeah.
Or we haven't used.
Yeah. Another one is that you will get work anywhere.
100%.
If you are willing to have a go, you will literally get work anywhere. People are screaming out for people, and I know coming from New South Wales, like, it's so overpopulated that it may be harder to find a job, but you come out a couple of hours out and there's like no one here. Like, there's so many jobs available.
It's just amazing. We rock up to a survey, they're looking for people. We rock up to a cafe to get a coffee, and there's a short wait, we haven't got enough staff.
Yeah.
IGAs, Woolworths, pubs, clubs, it's just
Caravan parks. Yeah.
That's
Caravan parks are screaming out for people.
Farm stays, like, no matter where you go, if you're willing to give anything a go, 100%. You will get a job anywhere.
Yeah.
If you're willing to have a go.
Yeah. So if like money wise, if you're worried about not being able to do that, you will get work anywhere. It's incredible actually how much work there is available.
Another good bit of advice for lappers is don't wait for the right time. So, it's not the right time to leave, or it's not the right time to do this, or it's not the right time to do that.
It's like having a baby. There is no right time.
Yeah, there's no right time to do it. Just go, 100%.
Yeah.
Pick a date, get everything sorted, and just leave.
Yeah.
That was my biggest one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity, guys, to do this.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching our video.
Thank you.